Yeah, what's good? Can you hear me? Hold on, let me buzz you in. Oh yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
No way.
Nice. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, you got the bunny ears on and everything. I even got a Yale hat right now. They don't really do the whole bunny thing in Italy, you know?
Yeah, I told you we were doing the bunny thing. So you can hear
You're
me, you
right.
can see me. So that's
Yeah,
everything then.
that's it. We're here.
And then
Episode 12. Thank you everybody for coming and tuning in. If you're listening live, welcome. You can send your queries and like questions, whatever, in the comments if you want to interact and like join the conversation. I'm here with little Pixie. Lil.
either one.
Okay, we'll go with Lil Pixie. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. You know, on this little adventure thing that I'm doing to sort of reconnect
Oh,
across. Oh
thank
my
you for
god,
having me.
that's cool. So what's been happening since we last spoke? I saw you went on some travels and you got a new project coming out as well.
Yeah, I did. I went to Asia for a bit, and that was insane. Oh, sorry.
Oh shit, she died.
RIP. So I
Hmm.
went to Thailand. I went to Manila um, for 4 weeks, and then 3 weeks. Then came back
Okay.
to Sydney.
What
It was pretty.
inspired? You were just like, fuck it, I gotta get out of like
Yeah,
Sydney, kind of.
I think it's there's no explanation for it really. I have this massive pull towards being in other countries.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I'm sure
Wow.
you understand that.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to give myself a reason to study to leave the country because I was like, okay, I already went to like the US for miscellaneous reasons, so I thought like this time I'm like, if I have a reason for studying, it will be even more fun. And also, I'd get to stay for like a longer time, you know, because in the US, I was there in New York for like a week and a half. And that's like, that's not even enough. That's only like one bite of the whole like sandwich that is New York, you know?
The New York sandwich. It's a
Yeah.
classic.
There were some classic sandwiches. Or slice, I guess. More people probably think slice.
Yeah, I would love to go to New York and try a sandwich.
I think you'd like it. Yeah. I mean, if Asia's your vibe, it's pretty different, but it's still got that busyness, you know?
Asia definitely is my vibe, but I think that I can vibe with about anything.
Okay, I believe that. Is that because like your heritage is also you have do you have Asian heritage as well?
Yeah, I'm Filipino Australian.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So is that but you haven't been to the Philippines?
Yeah, I went when I went on that trip. So Manila,
Okay. Sorry, you didn't finish
that's in the
breaking it.
Philippines. I've been there a couple of times though,
Okay.
and I'll probably go back as
Cool.
well.
Okay. And then I saw you did some like you are you doing MMA or kickboxing?
I'm doing normal boxing there. Just,
Okay. Okay.
that's actually one of my goals.
Damn it, wait. We lost your audio for a bit. We can hear you just kind of like it just cut out for a second when you were explaining
Oh,
the,
that was the
the
important part.
okay, the boxing part. Take it from the top.
So it's one of my goals is to do a boxing fight. So I'm working towards that right now. I'm
Whoa,
training.
that's cool.
I'm aiming to train 5 days a week.
Okay.
Sometimes I can't make it every time though.
Right. 5 days is pretty intense.
It's
Like
a lot.
in the gym sparring.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. How do you feel like I mean, you've been doing it for a while now, right? But like what was it like? Were you nervous the first time being like just going into the ring, naturally feeling like that, or you were just like, cool, this is me?
This is real. This is me. I,
That's the song that was playing in your head.
That's how I felt.
Okay, but you can't lose. I feel like if that's the song you're hearing, you're like, that's it.
No fear, no fear.
Yeah. Okay, so the match 2027, we're gonna see a fight. Cool. We say.
2026, hopefully.
Oh, yo, that's cool. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really working towards it.
Okay,
How do I flip this around? Oh, back camera.
there we go.
Can you read that?
How will you unleash? Mix a boxing fight. Oh, win a boxing fight. Okay, dope.
Oh, wow.
It's actually backwards. Whoa, the Google logo backwards is so. Oops. If anyone's listening in the chat, Google got little Pixie. Okay, one sec.
I
There we
geeked out too hard.
go. She's completely geeked it. Why is that on like a New South Wales? That I have so many questions. But the first
Oh,
one
it's
has it on New South Wales card.
because I work at a school, so I do support teaching, and I also do that 5 days a week.
Okay.
And we had an Olympian athlete come in and give a talk, and she was a shooter, so she won gold for shooting different moving targets from
Okay.
like a field distance away, and they're moving at a specific speed.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely insane.
It
So
is
she won
crazy.
gold for Australia, and she just came to talk about mainly setting goals and how you're more likely to achieve a goal if you actually set it
Yeah.
rather than, obviously setting achievable and measurable goals.
Mm-hmm.
So she gave everyone this little pamphlet, and it was like the goal, how will you make it happen, who's your support, and then when's the start and the finish date. And she's just like, go at your goals, like actually
Cool.
do that and set it. And really anything is possible is what the message was behind it.
Yeah, true. It's true. Like, I think the hardest part is understanding the goal, but with something like that, it's like it's clear that you just got to train to work towards it. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That was one of the making it happen things. Train 5 days a week, and I look at that, and sometimes I don't want to go to training, and I'm like, okay, it's the little decisions that
yeah,
I'm like, oh, it doesn't really matter. No, like it matters. Get up and go to training.
yeah, and those things like help you win the day. Like just getting over that feeling of being like, I don't want to do it, and then you're like, well, I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to force myself to go, and then you end up going. And you probably feel great after. I mean, I always feel great whenever I train, and I didn't want to train. I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, I don't really want to like do it, but I'm like, you know what? Like just go and do it, and you always feel good afterwards because it's like it's that you overcame that feeling of like procrastination.
No, exactly. It's forcing yourself to do the things that you don't want to, and I never regret it as well. What you're saying, I've never.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is big. I mean, like I feel like you never know. It's like you definitely like step to this fight and you like step in the ring and take on this like huge thing for like humans to do anyway. Like fighting another human is always like it's like crazy. So I mean, I've never in a ring, and
It's like you're fighting for your life.
I mean, pretty much like at the end of the day, like you
If you
could
don't defend yourself, you'll get hit.
you definitely will 100%. That's like if you put that's something you could put money on 100% getting punched in the face, but it's like the goal is not to, I guess, especially if it's in like MMA. I feel like it's even more intense. Like it's like they're literally trying to like choke you out,
Yeah, that's crazy.
by any
I
means.
can't believe that.
Would you try MMA?
One for me.
Okay.
I can like land punches and like not really stress about it, but if I'm like grabbing you,
Yeah.
like you're suffocating.
Pretty much. Feel you like got him like an axolotl, kind of like in a headlock. But
An axolotl.
speaking of an axolotl, oh whoa, I guess that's kind of what they look like. Yeah. But speaking of an axolotl, if there's one person I could bet on to have like an axolotl as a pet, I feel like you're definitely an axolotl girl.
I wanted an axolotl
person.
since I found out what they were when I was in primary school. Probably, I was obsessed with axolotls.
True. You were probably like in caves, exploring caves, trying to find them.
Yeah, I learned their language. I learned to be one with.
True. What do they speak like? They're like,
I don't know.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I feel like that's right. I had a friend and he had an axolotl, but it looked kind of sad. I don't know. Every time I go over to his place, I was like, dude, what do you do with this thing? It's like
The friends that axolotl sad, or they're both sad.
at that time they were both sad, which made a lot of sense. I guess an axolotl could be like a Pokemon. It's like it
Sure.
channels
Pokemon axolotl.
the sadness. I think it's inspired a lot of Pokemon. But back on track. That's exciting, to hear that and that as well. What inspired you to be like, I'm just gonna. This is something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and like fuck shit up, and I'm gonna fight.
An Instagram advertisement. It was free
Yeah.
trial, 1 week boxing. And so I was in a place where I was like, that maybe that's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went there and I fell in love with the community. And it was really a big part of everything. That community is so nice because
Yeah.
everyone's working towards getting better at something. And we're all on a team, but it's an individual sport.
Mm.
But it's not about individuality. It's a lot about being there for your team and being like a supportive team member, and it's about respect, which is ironic, I guess, because you're
Yeah.
fighting. But it's really like so much of martial arts is about respect, and it's an art. That's why martial arts, like it's an art form. It's really beautiful.
It really is, yeah. I used to do like jujitsu when I was little, which was really fun. And I
Uh,
got that. I feel like when you're little, you're doing it because it's like, oh yeah, I'm like training to be a ninja, right? But then you kind of get older and you're like, oh wow, like what it really taught is just how to be disciplined and like respectful of people and like understand body language and you know. Um,
no,
so
I'm
I thought
definitely
it was
still
cool.
like thinking about training to be a ninja. That part hasn't
Okay.
gone.
I mean, this is the begin, right? Yeah, it's like the Ninja Turtles. When Master Splinter probably taught the Ninja Turtles, like boxing was probably part of the repertoire of martial arts that they had to learn. So
We also have jujitsu at my gym,
yeah,
so but I'm
okay,
just focusing on the boxing for now.
yeah. I mean, you could do that. Like, I feel like because if you do jujitsu, then it's sort of like, well, you're leaning into MMA then in a way. So
Yeah, we don't want to go in that territory.
it's crazy. I mean, have you seen the female MMA fighters are like gorgeous, but also when the fight gets like intense, it just looks so like I don't know. When you see like two males fighting in in a ring, you're like, okay. And I guess it's me being like, macho in a way. I'm like, it makes sense. But then like two females, when it gets bloody and it gets intense, you kind of like you can't watch. I'm like, this is like really intense, you know?
I fully get that. Yeah, I've watched a couple YouTube clips where it's pretty bloody.
What's that one? There was one fight, and she had her skull fractured, and then her whole face it got all swollen on one side of her face. It was so bad. Like her eyelid or something got like a fracture in it.
Oh shit, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
really. I wonder if I can quickly find it. Wait, where
it's
have I got it?
when you like speak about it like that, it's kind of confusing as to why anybody would put themselves in that position.
It is because, but then it's sort of like the things that you do for your art, I guess. I wonder if I can find the
Oh,
worst MMA female injuries. I wonder if I can find.
dude,
So this was the one that
no, no way.
it was
What?
like yeah, and because something had like gotten fractured, like obviously here in her skull, I guess, and then it just became all like swollen. This one to me shook me. I was like, that is wild. I mean, I think she looks better now when she's recovered. I don't know for
Yeah,
sure.
maybe that photo that you've got on is like the after, like the before, the after, and then the after.
I hope so.
She's all better now.
Well, let's say she's all better now.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better. She said that, but Yeah, still, I'm like, it's really intense. Anyway, like this is obviously something that kind of happens in fight comp, and the goal is to train, and then through the repetition of exercise, you kind of like you develop your skills, I guess, in a way. I mean, that's exactly what happens, right?
Yeah, when I was first starting, I think I was simplifying it as try not to get hit and then hit them.
Okay, that's
And
a
that
very
really
good
helps.
beginning simplification.
Well, that's basically all there is to it. Like even now when I'm like training, I'm like, okay, don't get hit and hit them.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a good base. Like it's a good fundamental to start from, and then you have like different like positions and like in terms of like okay, like having more of the power in like the center of the ring, or like who's pushing and who's backing off in terms of like in terms of that like who's what attack and defense. It gets more technical. I think I really like. I'm super interested in like technicalities of like the arts, especially because I'm like, there's always like the base level, but then when you get really technical with it, who's like is there a female or is there a boxer, female or male, that you kind of really look up to? Anyone or you?
Oh, not even really, to be honest. I haven't gotten that into it. I'd say the only boxers that I know are male just because those are in sports.
Right.
Like, we only know.
Yep. Yep.
And sports, but I'd have to probably look into it. Actually,
True.
I would say maybe the my like top boxer right now would be the
Let
boxers
me
that I
see.
watched eat in Chiang Mai,
What?
and they were just like there was this little girl, and she went by the name of Coffee,
Whoa.
and she was only like 13 or something.
Damn. And then she was fighting another like 13-year-old, right? Like
No,
not like
no,
a.
like
Oh.
20-year-olds.
Damn. What did the fight? How did the fight go down?
Well, the 20-year-old won, but I don't think
Okay.
that was like. I think she easily could have won that.
Okay.
I think
Right.
I think it was just like a judge decision because, in my opinion, the younger one did better. But she was also fighting the next night, and I think she's just a local fighter. Like I think she's got fights going on consistently. But yeah, like the locals, Chiang Mai boxers, they're my top goats.
They're kind of heroes. That's cool. Yeah, there's so many like I feel like the Asian countries especially, and they're doing boxing not because they also do like Muay Thai, right, as well in Chiang Mai.
Yeah, for sure. So Muay Thai would probably be. That's what I was watching. Like
Okay,
they were punching.
right, right. Yeah, that's wild.
And they actually have heaps of street fights. And they get random people to fight. They just give them the
Oh
glove.
my god. Okay, at least I was gonna say because I've seen some of the street fights. Have you seen the ones where they're just like bare knuckled? I'm like, that's crazy. That's too much.
Yeah, that is a bit much. The bare knuckle is a little bit much for me.
Yeah, like I'm like it gets to a point where it's like, are we watching this? This is just weird. It's kind of only just a sport when it's bare knuckle.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, this is kind of barely a sport. I don't know, more like some kind of blood feud. So
Yeah, like now go beat each other up.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's cool though. Yeah, I'm like, I think that's really like cool as well. That you're doing that, and then also, do you feel like it's inspiring then the way that you write music?
Oh yeah, oh
Right.
yeah.
Like you're like, fuck it,
Absolutely.
you just own it now.
Dude, because when I'm in the gym, they play music, and so
Mm.
I'm listening to lots of EDM and rave music. Also, mainly rap as well. Lots of rap. Sometimes just your casual like indie pop song or like something cute, some old 80s, 90s music. The whole range really, mainly EDM and rap. And so it got me thinking I want to make music to box to. Like that's so cool to be able to think, yeah, this is music that someone can fight to. Like that's really
Okay,
cool.
that's cool. There, yeah, I could see that. Are you then gonna make like your walkout track?
Oh, that's
That would
crazy.
that's like surely, sure you could try. Like, why not? That's sort
I
of
would
like
have to really nail that because that's a very specific energy, which I don't even know what that energy is.
True, true. Maybe it's like somewhere in the major scale.
They do have an event called the Contender where amateur boxers who've never done fights or mainly done a couple, they fight for the first time. It's a charity event, and there's you get the walk-in song, you get your face up with like your stats and your height and whatever, and then there's like heaps of people around, and it's a black tie event, so everyone comes dressed up. And my friend did that, and I went there for the first time. Tickets were like $90, so I paid
Okay.
heaps of money to go there and watch her fight. And it was so tight, which I think made it so much better. And she won, and that
Whoa.
felt so rewarding because it was such a close call. And I was like screaming so hard for her. And then when she won, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the most insane experience of my life. I need to do a fight. And I wanted to do Contender, but then they have this rule that if you don't sell out a specific amount of tickets, then you have to pay for those tickets. And it adds up to like $2,000. So I was
Whoa.
like, damn, I don't know if I have that many friends that are going to come watch me. Like, I think it was like 20 tickets that you needed to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't sell them, you have to pay for them.
Right, right. Yeah, because they're like, well, if the 20 people that then come, it makes them more money. So I guess you'd have to then cover it. It makes sense. But it is that, I guess. Because
I think
then,
we're gonna do like a more low key event though, but that has the whole thing. It has like the ring girls, like the signs and numbers, the walk in song. It's like they do it all up to make it special, which I
cool.
liked. I thought that was really nice, and
Okay.
it was fun, you know.
Vibes. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like if you know that you have that many people that can like fill the room, I feel like that's something you do when you have like a couple fights maybe under your belt, and then you're like, okay, because then it's more of a showcase, right? Did your friend, how many fights did they have before they did that?
That was her first fight, so it's
Oh,
called
she was just right.
yeah,
Also, it
so,
is meant to be like your first.
yeah,
Oh, well, okay. So you just like started big, I feel like.
off, off the bat, yeah.
Nobody wants to start like Mike Tyson anymore. I feel like nobody wants the grungy, like, you know, the dirty gym to start and then like build their way up anymore, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, okay, I'm happy to not do that and just go to a local pub or something, and it's just a small room with a ring in it, and there's a
Yeah.
couple there. Maybe there's like a table next to the door with someone taking the tickets, and it's just super low key, and then
Yeah.
the judge like finalize that decision. I want to win, and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
I've
Of
win
course,
it
I believe
at
that.
a little like pub space, like a little room, whatever. I'll
Yeah.
make it.
That's cool. Yeah. You remind me of there's a great movie and it's like an older one now, but and the lead is like a female and she's like a fighter. I think it might be called The Fighter, but I don't know. It gives me that vibe.
Oh, the fighter.
Is it The
I
Fighter?
I would love to watch that because I'm obsessed with like fighting is like my whole thing right now. I guess I'm spending. Oh, I'm looking it up at the exact same time as you.
True. No, okay, that's markable work. That's not it. Which
Wait,
one
the
is it?
top right image kind of sus.
This one here? Yeah, like what's going on there? That's a bit too intimate there. Well, it is Marky Mark. I feel like it's like you got to do anything you can to secure the win.
Yeah, that's like just an excuse to hold the boys.
That's all boxing is. Oh, is this one?
Sick.
What was this? Amy. What was this? What's the name of this? Oh, $1 Million Baby. Yeah, with like Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman.
Oh no way.
And Clint Eastwood is her ring guy.
I've definitely heard of this because this one's like it's not a new movie.
No, no. It's from 2004.
Oh shit! I need to watch this.
You gotta watch this like probably ASAP. I mean, like that's you right there.
Oh my god!
That's
I'm putting it on tonight.
that's you and your coach.
That's it. That's it.
So, Photoshop the face. Someone that's watching, Photoshop the face for us. Yeah, that's lit. Do you have an idea for like your style,
My style, as in
like robe or like a color? Is that something that you've like even like thought about or?
they usually give us the color.
Oh, true, true, true.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I just do have like classic black gloves, white shoes, like I think my favorite movie was Karate Kid. Like that is the
Oh
Jaden
yeah,
Smith one. Yeah.
The Jaden Smith one. Okay, okay, right. I mean, that
Yeah.
one was still cool. I feel like anyone that hates is just they're doing the film fan thing, where they're like, but the OG one is
I
good.
get that. Yeah,
But I'm
I
like,
do.
what was Mister? It's kind of like, what was he doing with all those bonsai? Like, was he like selling them on eBay? Like, what's the
Bonsai.
the
That's
same?
just what it means to be Asian.
Just curate bonsai, collect
Yeah.
lots of bonsai. Yeah, you're right. True. The Jaden Smith one was cool though. Karate Kid for a lot of kids was like, I think it was really inspiring. Then like you go out and start fighting your friends. I remember doing that.
I really like the discipline behind it when it's like take off your jacket, put it up, put it on, and you're doing the same thing over and over again, and it seems pointless for no reason, but it's about
True.
discipline. Because sometimes we do drills, and you're not meant to question it. Just do the drill, even if you don't see the point in it. It's about doing the same thing again and again. Or when I'm shadowboxing,
Mm.
it's like, oh, is this even doing anything? It's like, no,
Mm.
you have to keep showing up and doing the thing, and you just have to keep doing it, even if you don't understand what the point of it is. It's
Yeah.
like discipline.
It's kind of like right now you don't, but it's also called shadow boxing. It's like when people talk about shadow work on like, the shadow self. It's like
Yes.
the whole point is that you don't see it until it like comes out.
I like that.
I think that's a perspective.
I
Because
I definitely feel that because I think boxing was a physical manifestation of everything that I've been experiencing internally. And now instead of fighting myself or fighting in my head, I've just externalized it, and now I'm actually fighting.
yeah,
Or in the similar way, I think of that as running because I like running as well. And I'm like feel like I'm always running from everything in my life. Just actually start running.
yeah, true. Like stop running from the things and just start running from nothing.
Yeah.
When you're running, yeah, I feel that. I really like running as well, probably for the same reasons. That's probably why I'm here in Italy. I ran to a whole nother country.
I get that though.
But yeah, there is that with travel as well. But also, just running is like cathartic. It's like kind of a meditation, which I really like.
Yeah.
I mean, I since like start mixing it up. Like, there's like some gym bars, and I'll go like mix it with chin ups and make it a bit like mix it up a bit, spice it up.
On your run.
Yeah, yeah. Or I might pay some Italian guy to like chase me. 50 euros if he can catch me.
Make it really real. Just like
Just
you have to pay
hold.
double for him to scream, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. That's 100 euros all up. It's a big investment, but it's worth it.
It's about the experience, really.
Yeah, for real. There was one time that where I was going on a walk and I was out like the place that I walk is pretty far out in this like field, and it's just you go out there. There's a few people out there, but everyone's walking or walking a dog. Like nobody's out there doing their tax return or something like that. And this
In the
guy,
field.
no, nobody's. Yeah,
Like,
for
oh
example,
god.
just like find some people like with a bunch of papers, calculators. I wouldn't be surprised. But there was this guy when I was at a crossing and I was crossing the road and then he stops and he starts looking at me and I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like he like totally stopped on his path. Like he had seen like a long lost friend. And then I keep walking and this guy starts walking up next to me. I'm like, what is going on? I have all these thoughts in my head. I'm like, what is this? Like he's not really like creepy, but he's just really silent, which is kind of creepy in a way. And then I was like, can I help you? And he leans over and he's just like, I want sex. And it was 10 in the morning. That's what I said. I
Sorry.
was like, what? He's like, kind of looked over, like really nervous, like,
Are you telling me or are you asking?
I didn't really know. I think it was an ask, but and I just didn't know what to say. I was like totally flabbergasted because I'm like, well, I was going for a walk, and then the next thing I know, and anyway, I was like, I didn't know how to tell him. I guess I didn't know how to tell him no, which is probably bad. Probably sounds really bad. But I told him I just said it's listen, like I can't help you with that. I'm like, no, like no hablo. I was like parle inglés, like as in like
Okay.
only English, like no capiche, no capiche. And he's like kind of looking real nervous. and like doing, like just really anxious. And I was like, it's too early. Like, I'm sorry, my guy. And, and then he's like, oh, and nervously kind of walked off in front of me. And then he's
What were
like,
you doing? Like,
I
why
just,
you seem confused by the no? Like, were you standing on the corner of a road or something? Like, what?
me, like me?
Am I victim blaming you?
I don't even know what I was. Maybe it was the
What were you
outfit.
wearing? What were you
It
wearing?
was the outfit. I was wearing layers though. That's the thing. I had like no pants, no shirt.
Big
No,
sign, "Come touch me."
yeah, like painted on my chest, like free touches, free, and then on the back touching.
Do you think that he was going his whole day, like, from waking up, this was the thought that he was experiencing, or do you think that he wasn't thinking about it at all? Showed up to the park, sets his eyes on you, and he's like, "Boom!" That's the moment when he realized.
That was what I was wondering when he was walking off, and then I waved to him goodbye, but didn't wave back. But I
Uh,
was like, then thinking, I'm like, yeah, what was he just like? He was going for a walk, and then I totally derailed his whole day, and now he's like going home back to like be creepy with his dungeon,
Maybe he just wanted a listening ear. Maybe he's been holding this all by himself. He didn't want sex from you. He just needed somebody to know that's what he was feeling.
Yeah, that could be why. Like, I
And you're
mean,
like, no, no.
I was like, sorry, buddy. Like,
Oh.
it's too early. Like, maybe if you ask me at like 7, I don't know. No, my answer would still be the same, and any time of the week. But I thought it was just crazy like that, like just to be out there, just in the wild, and then you're right. This person just all of a sudden is inspired to ask me this, and I had like a jacket on and a hat, and I didn't feel like it was anything crazy.
You put that shit on.
I put that shit on, and for real, I put that shit on, and the right people see me. That's how it is out here.
That's how you know that you put that shit on.
100%. I'm like, I gotta stop wearing that cologne. What was I wearing? I fucking sold it.
Gonna be in the commercials. That's what happens. It's really how it goes. A few sprays, then they're like drawn to you.
Yeah. Everybody going for a walk, just derailing their day.
No, that's a bit weird though.
It was crazy. It was like, yeah, it was like, damn, Milan really puts it on. Like, they're not playing around out here.
So how else have your travels been? You spent how
Other
much
than
time
that,
there for?
so October I got here, and then like it was cold when I got here, like Sydney kind of, but Canberra, if you've ever been, like Canberra cold,
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, because the mountains are up, you can see them as well, so they get snow, so you can see the snow from the mountains, which is nice. So anyway, I get here, and yeah, like I said, it was cold, and then it's kind of springtime now, so the weather's nice. Then the school has been great. I noticed that not as many people speak English, which is interesting. I don't know what
In
your
English?
travels were like. Yeah, I don't know what your travels have been like in other countries, but I mean, obviously, okay, everyone speaks English in New York and LA, but in Greece, there was still like some people that were like mostly most people spoke English, but here, even people my age, I feel like I try and like talk to them in English, and they're like, no, no. I'm like, damn. So kind of like I mean, like learning Italian it wasn't on my list.
Bro, at the park, he was just practicing his English. That's like the only sentence that he knew. Practice with you.
For who was he referencing then? It's like, who was he being
Who
referencing?
taught you that?
Bill Cosby? What has he been like?
Oh.
He just went straight to the punchlines. I want sex. Like, no build up, no prep, just straight in.
Shade. Yeah. I do get that though, because in the Philippines they do speak lots of English versus in Thailand less English, because Philippines is more westernized, especially like Americanized. They love American culture.
Yeah.
They don't even speak Tagalog. I was trying to learn Tagalog, and they just speak English. Like they don't really even speak their own language. Like they do, but they speak lots of English.
Yeah, right. Because I see them sometimes. They do like. I know that there's a huge, US influence in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
So it's sort of funny that when I think here, I'm like, it's pretty mixed here, to be honest.
I think we
You
have
know,
a lot of UK influence, to be honest.
in terms of Australia,
Like Australian culture.
100%. Yeah, especially now. I feel like Skepta really brought. He really did that shit. He brought it across the oceans.
We love London and like
Mm,
the UK music scene. We love that shit here.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it's something that like Australia like looks up to, especially with like the way that it's EDM and like what grime is, what grime sort of become now, which is sort of like house rap.
For sure, yeah. I think we're trying to develop it in the same way because their music scene's a lot more established.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely popping. I mean, the same sort of styles are popping off here as well. I just feel like, I mean, Milan has this funny thing where it's like, I only realized this yesterday, and when I mean, I was like, okay, what's the go here? Because nobody's really wanting to do anything new, but like a place like this in a city like Milan, they're like people want to stand out, but they're also in conflict with the awareness that like the whole point is to not look like you're trying hard, you know. So it's that's why they wear a lot of like blacks. Like Euro style is like black leather jackets, like black this, like
Okay.
so it's like the whole idea is that you don't stand out and individualize. Whereas I feel like then I was comparing it to somewhere like the US, where in New York it's like everyone was wearing something sort of crazy, like some Supreme something and this and that. But Supreme here is like blacks and monochromes, so it's kind of
Yeah.
interesting, you know.
Yeah, and I think that it does affect you, the culture of the place around you, which is why it's so important to travel, especially for me,
Mm,
because I've been only influenced by mainly Sydney culture growing up here. I've traveled a lot when like I was younger. I started traveling to Asia and stuff, which definitely affected me. But being like having that environment reflected back to you, it affects your beliefs and your opinions and your interests. It affects all of that. So I think it's so important to just be in a different environment and absorb
mm.
that like that messaging, because every place has different messaging, and it's not that one place is right or wrong. It's just that it's different, which is interesting. Yeah.
That's true. Have you felt like you've have you been to a place that hasn't been Australia, or even like in Australia, I guess, where you felt most like at home with yourself or at peace?
Oh my gosh, yes, in Chiang Mai, and I think
China.
that I'm planning to move to Asia, and so I
Whoa.
wanted to figure out where that would be, and
Hmm.
that was one of my intentions for my travels at the beginning of the year. So when I went to the Philippines and Asia, and I really wanted it to be the Philippines, obviously, because that's my culture and my ethnicity. But I just have this massive soft spot for Thailand, and it is still a big part of my culture. I was born in Thailand. My family grew up there, and there's a lot of history in Thailand. So I have this massive calling to Thailand, and it feels so good to be there. It's such a spiritual culture. They have
Mm,
temples along the streets, like within any moment. There's like a temple within walking distance, which is crazy and
that's
just such a
crazy.
nice.
I mean, that's you there, right? That's a picture of
Yeah,
you from
and
your
that was me earlier in January, which is like
wild.
a traveling fairy. There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty on point. You just like changed your outfit. You like all of a sudden you're wearing like traditional Thai dress.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I definitely felt that way because like I traveled to Thailand for like dragon boat racing. And so
dragon boat.
yeah, you know what that is, right?
I do not know what dragon
Oh,
boat racing is.
let's do a bit of a deep dive for everyone as well that might not know. Dragon boat racing,
Oh,
it's
like
like this.
rowing.
It's like rowing, but you sit next to someone and you paddle very close to each other on the boat, and they're like pretty large boats.
Sick. You wanted to do that.
I was doing that like so
You were
from
doing that.
yeah I could our school did it as
No
like a
way.
school program. I know this is a
No
whole
way.
level up from band camp. We went to dragon boat camp.
Way. Were you doing
Yeah.
it by yourself, or did you have someone that you knew that was coming along with you?
Well, so I went on this is a whole journey. This is like a crazy character arc for me. When I was in school, there was a teacher that I looked up to, and like, I was known as Junior him, so like they called me Hausen Junior. The teacher's name was Hausen, and he had promoted the dragon boating kind of team for our school.
Wait, where did you go? Oh, did you go to school in
in,
Sydney?
in Canberra.
In Canberra. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I went to school in Canberra, so we got a lake out there, and that's where like we did this dragon boat racing. But that the school had it as a program, and you did it with the it was co-ed, so that was cool for me. I'm like, okay, dope, get to kind of like mix and mingle. Um, I want sex and all that. Shout out to that guy. but um,
Yo.
but also I was like intrigued because I'm like, this is a cool sport. So I started in the school team and then like made state team, and then tried out for like the Oz team. And so for the Oz team, we had like the
What?
championships, which was the championships
Wait, you're
was in
talking really insane lore right now.
for real, for real. I wonder if I can find that. This is like deep seated lore. Like I wonder if
Dragon
I
boat
can
lore.
find Dragon Boat lore, Zeke's Dragon
Dragon
Boat.
boat lore revealed.
I wonder if I can find the photos. I can't find the photos. Jamie, pull that up. But yeah, so we did the World Championships, which was in Thailand. So that was when we took the
What?
trip. Yeah, it was crazy. It was
Dude,
so wild. When was it? Dragon Boat. I wonder if I can even. And
come on.
that was Worlds. So there was like all kinds of teams there, and it was just like insane. Um, yeah, that was in 2018. So that was a lot of fun. And then we stayed on what was the island? Kosamet or
Okay.
Kosam, I believe. So and it was so cool, like driving like the mopeds around, um, which was wild. And so dragon boating put me in influenced by and inspired by like the Asian customs and just that whole vibe, the traditions and things. So then we got to Thailand and then got to experience that like a little bit of Bangkok, which I was like, I got to get out of here because it was crazy. Like for
Oh,
me,
no.
I'm like Bangkok is like everything. And I mean, at the time, I had like food poisoning when we were there, so it was like I know that's like traditionally part of the tourist experience
Yep.
was
That
that.
happened.
Yeah, yeah. So that was part of that, and then yeah, we stayed on this island, like I said, which was so much fun. Like I always think back, and it's definitely a place where was. I felt like at peace, you know.
It's very peaceful. It is,
Mm,
and they're so peaceful in their culture as well.
mm.
Like it's again, respect comes back to respect, and they respect their elders and this like family orientated community base. It's just so nice.
And yeah, at the time as well, it was an interesting time because like weed was getting, it was just about to be. Is it legalized there now?
Yeah, it is. They have cannabis stores.
So this was like just before and while they were still going through that process. So it was still sort of taboo. So I remember like we were like sitting at the house and we're like, okay, we want to get weed. Like, how are we going to get weed? And I'm like, don't worry, like, relax. I just thought of this plan in my mind. We're just going to go to the bar.
Gonna dragon boat over.
We're gonna dragon boat over. No, I was like, just go to a bar and just ask them for weed. That was the most. I'm like, it's we look for the right bar. You can tell the ones. And then we went in and we were like, do you have like, I can't remember what it's called in Thai, but we asked, and then he was like, of course, yeah, yeah. And it was like, I think it was like 50 Thai bar for like four
Dude,
joints. So he was like,
dude.
he was like, this is crazy. And then he pulls out the machete and starts like
No.
Anthony Bourdaining it up, like slicing it up and like rolls it and everything. And they were like reasonably sized joints. And yeah,
They
that
roll
was
good.
crazy. I greened out though. I definitely greened out. I mean, I was 18, so I was not ready. Um,
And this was on the same trip.
this was on that trip because like after the championship, which was like
The
a bunch.
championship.
The champion. It's like a Pokemon
After the
fucking
dragon
championship.
boat tournament.
Yeah, after the tournament, in the heat of Thai summer actually, which was fucking crazy. Like we're just like everyone was sweltering and melting, eating a bunch of lychees.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, then we
You can't
decided.
explain the feeling of being in Asia, even just in the air, feeling the air. It's like hot and muggy, but it's like you're in Asia. That's my favorite feeling in the world.
Right. It's like you're in a sauna, but the sauna is just outside. Like,
Yeah. The sauna is the whole continent of Asia.
you like have to escape the sauna by going inside to your house, which has conditioning and that as well. But
Oh yeah,
it
but
was
walking into an aircon space,
oh,
best
oh my
feeling.
god. There was this place where we'd go to get lunch, like in between races. You'd have a break from the race, and everyone would escape to this spot, this like mall, which it had a bunch of food vendors in there, like the best food, the best, but it was air conditioned. So you'd walk in
Yeah.
there, like all of the Australian team is in there, like fucking escaping team.
It
So
was national, that was the Australian dragon boat team.
international, yeah. So I was like
Fuck off.
under 24s for
No
real.
way.
It was crazy. I was jacked
No way.
for real. I'll try.
What are you talking about?
I'll try and find some photos.
You need a picture. You need to
I gotta bring up this law. I think the only place I'll find it is on like Facebook, my old profiles, the things that I uploaded. But yeah, that all started because this one teacher who I like idolized when I was younger, he was like, "Oh, you should do like this dragon boating," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then yeah, we just that was part of my history after that.
So
And then
he did the dragon boat? Is that where that came from?
he ended up coaching it, and that as well. But like prior to that, I did obviously it took a while because like I did state team, which then like I kept like training and training
You
and like
worked for it.
yeah,
You worked your
for
way.
real. It was a slow grind,
Slow burn.
It was definitely a slow burn. Um, Let me find it, but it was so
It
fun.
ain't
Like we
all
said,
dragon boat dreams from the beginning.
it ain't all dreams. It is dreams in the beginning.
Gotta get the dragon
Dragon
boat
boat
ride
dreams. Let me go
to
here.
get to the dragon boat dream.
You gotta
You gotta
ride
have the dragon boat drive to get to the dragon boat dream.
Dragon Dreaming Festival.
Dragon boat dreaming.
But this was me in one of the races for states, which was cool. Our team was called ACT Fire because it was ACT, right? Not New South Wales.
Oh shit, that's sick. ACT Fire.
Yeah. So it's like it was. Oh, okay. We're going through some deeper lore here. Okay. No. Oh no. Oh, that was terrible.
Wait,
Okay. There's only one. There's
the
only one. Just
Facebook archive.
the Facebook profile archives is something else. That's one. That's one good photo. I know I can find some other ones, but there's so much that followed that. I
There's so
started.
much that you don't know about me.
There's so much that I keep hidden, like James Bond.
I can see that.
But I guess it's not hidden, but it's like it's part of the law that just eventually comes out because someone's like, "Oh, you used to do bodybuilding," and I'm like, "Yeah, I used to do bodybuilding."
That's crazy.
Yeah, I could bring that up. I'll bring up some extra law. I know if we're going for a deep dive.
Lore drop.
Law drop right here. All the Zeek Law fans right now losing their minds. Yeah, so this was what I trained for. Yeah, it was crazy. Full on, like up on stage, which I think is what like inspired me to do more of like perform. And then someone fucking clipped my face, which is yeah. Anyway, that's how you know you got OG fans, and they did it in this one as well. I became a meme for a while, but it was cool because this was what I was doing, like overlapping the dragon boating the whole time. I was like, which was crazy. I was
And I
bodybuilding.
was running for prime minister at this time as well.
I was going to be the first official bodybuilding, dragon boating prime minister, implementing strict fitness programs and restricted diets. Everybody was on 1,000 calories.
I'm really curious how they judge bodybuilding because is it opinions? Like, have you seen that reel? It's opinions based.
It's pretty much like opinions based. Like there's obvious like rules in some regard to it. Like obviously overall size, tone, and definition are things that you can have like on a scale,
Yeah.
and that as well. But it's sort of like it changes with the seasons. So it's sort of there's a trend in a way.
True.
It's like
And if your body is not trending, your position is ending.
that's it. You're out. If your body's not in, his body's really in right now. He's got the if you got the look, I guess there's a whole look, that let me pull up. I didn't even know who like won the most recent ones actually, because there's like a whole obviously thing about it. There's the Arnold. There's a whole bunch of different leagues.
I don't, but I'm excited to be enlightened.
You're about to be enlightened. Just in case you didn't know. Yeah, so I think Arnold Classic Pro. This is the guy who won.
Andrew Jack, that's his name.
I guess maybe you think that's a cheat. If your name was Andrew Jack, like how could you lose?
And like honestly, fair play.
Yeah, and he changed his name to win a bodybuilding championship.
No, he was born for this. It's like Usain Bolt.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like
that's Arnold Jack.
Damn, straight up. That's
Andrew
Andrew Jacked in the middle. Andrew Jacked.
Arnold Bulk. Andrew Jacked. Arnold Bulk.
Arnold Bulk and Cynthia Flex.
Wait, Arnold Strongman.
Wait, which guy?
Maybe they come up with it then. If it's Arnold Strongman and Andrew Jack.
You could have like aliases. I think this is the UK women's champion as well. I wonder if it's going to show.
Oh, fire!
Yeah, the women get huge as well, like jacked, and it's crazy.
She's gonna hold that trophy up. She's like, yeah.
She's really up there. That's like light work. I don't even know. I wonder what her deadlift is. It's probably crazy. There's Arnold.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cool sport in that way, like performance, and obviously it's sort of the sport side of it really comes into play because you're obviously competing on stage, but then, the training that leads up to it and that as well is just like wild. It's like your whole life pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is it was like pretty intense because when I competed and then like I got a couple trophies which I was really like that was really humbling to like do that the first time and then do well on stage. Then I was like I don't know if I could continue this in a way because the lifestyle is just so demanding. It's like
okay, yeah, I see.
You everything revolves around diet, exercise, and then all to sort of get up on. So you really got to live it. You got to want to like do this. It's got to you really your last name has to be Jack. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
so
did you get into that one? Is the teacher also like
this teacher? I guess he was like he was a bodybuilder. Yeah, for real. And so like I was like, oh, I mean, fire. He like trained. He would write my nutrition plans as well, and things like that.
Bro, what? Do you still talk to this teacher?
Yeah, I still got a connection with him as well. Yeah. Shout out Mr. Housen, part of the Zeek origin story.
Mr. Housen?
Yeah.
Is he German or something?
No, he's actually got Asian
Housen.
Asian descent, yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, Housen is that. So
damn, that's crazy how one person can influence your whole life like that.
It's crazy and it's so true as well. Like sometimes we don't realize it, but like mixing with the right people and connecting with the right people is like so important. And then when you're a kid, you're kind of just like floating around. I feel like it gets more fun when you get older because you sort of understand it a bit more.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 100%. Sometimes
you can make your own choices and have the freedom, like full autonomy over.
Yeah, you definitely should. I feel like sometimes I don't know. We get like we kind of get in this like mindset of forgetting that in a way, or we
That's
think,
what I
you know.
love about being older, because
Mm,
I work with kids, and obviously everyone wants to go back to that childhood idealism and innocence, I guess.
mm,
But when I think about kids, they just want to grow up. They just want to be able to have that independence to like go out and do whatever they want to do in that moment, like buy that thing or like talk to that person, spend money on this, do this dumb thing. Like they can't do that because they're limited. They don't know how to do anything, but we know, and we can just do it whenever we want, and we're allowed to. And
yeah,
that's so fire.
it is fire. It is cool to be like still be connected to the child within you. I think
Oh
it's so
yeah.
important because then you realize that like, oh, life is play. It really, it just depends on like how you choose to play. And there were serious kids as well, like when you're in the schoolyard, and then like some kids were like being way too serious. There's still that, and there's you speak to some,
Who's being way too serious in your schoolyard?
they're like walking around
That sounds
in ties and shit. They're like talking about like pretend taxes. I'm like, what are you talking about?
true.
Or they were like, selling like candies, and I'm like, there's people out there selling candies. It's just not candy anymore, or it
The
is
trash packs.
trash
Those are
packs. We used to trade Bakugan.
oh yeah.
Let me find the trash packs real quick because that's a crazy throwback.
Yeah, I think they got like that's the type of shit to get banned in your
Your
school.
school trash packs, yeah. Things like trash packs, Yu-Gi-Oh cards were getting banned. There was a whole thing going on. Eventually, I don't even know what was happening. There were kids that were wilding out. Yeah, these things, they were like these little bean things as well.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
cool.
they're cool. Trash packs. This is like early 2000s. What were those like? What were these
Then you
little
got trash packs.
these?
Like, oh god, I can hear myself now.
Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, let me fix that. That's like the most triggering.
We got oh fix. Oh wait, nope, I'm back.
There we go. That should be better.
Oh yeah, I remember those ones.
These bean things, there's a few things as a kid that I feel like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. This was the kid era where like something could come off on a commercial and you just go off. You flip. You're like, I don't know what it is. I need it. Like,
Yeah.
that was me with
That
like Star Wars.
oh, that was me with Furbies. I was so
Oh,
obsessed
true.
with Furby. I was like, I
Oh,
need a
yeah.
Furby.
That actually was me as well with that in a way. Like, with the first, I don't know why, because it reminded me of like Gremlins. So I'm like, this
It
is
was
cool.
the
I don't know
whole
what it is. It's
interactive
cool.
like component of it being alive.
Yeah, it was like
Felt
it was
like
like
a
your
real
friend.
friend.
Yeah, like your pet. Yeah. When I didn't have a sibling, or my sibling was always like so young. He was like a Furby, but like I couldn't play like a Furby with him. I couldn't like squeeze his belly, just or things like that.
What are you trying to do with your Furby?
Feeding him Play-Doh. I can't feed my little brother Play-Doh,
Oh yeah.
or reversed. You can't feed the Furby Play-Doh. You feed it to my little brother though. But yeah, no, as a kid, I'm like, these were cool as well. If there was ever like Star Wars, a Lego fucking commercial on the TV, I'd lose my mind. And then my parents were like, we can't like give you any more of this Lego.
Enough Legos.
I'm
We
buying
have
into
too much
this
Lego.
cult.
Oh.
Yeah. But that was the funny thing as kids. I feel like I still get like that maybe today, but with like fashion in a way.
Get like what?
Like the way that when we were a kid, we kind of are like, whoa, like this thing is so cool.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
you like fixate on it.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess because we feel the same emotions, we just attach it to different experiences, which is so interesting because kids feel the same things as us, but their
mm,
experiences with them is so much less. So if we say the word sadness or grief, their connection to that is so different. Like we have weight to that because we connect different experiences to that, and they're just like, oh, sad. And then they might be like, that's what happens when you cry, and they don't really have any like lived experiences to connect to that. So but they're still experiencing the same things like loss, or like grief or
Yeah,
and all of the same things, but then it's like the spectrum of it is so much smaller.
yeah. You like don't know how to sort of contextualize it.
Yeah.
So, or and I think there's still that's still relevant as well. Like, not everyone knows why they hurt you. Sometimes in your life as well, they're just doing as they do, and then it kind of causes you some trauma. But I guess part of being older now is that you have more of these learned experiences and you understand yourself better, so you can move around the world in like a more healthier way. I mean, that's sort of that's how you should, I feel like, or learning to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Stunner Boy said bounce house inbound. Bro squeezing his brother's belly. I told you I'm squeezing the Furby's belly, all right?
Oh god.
He clearly wasn't here for the Italian story. That's all right. Bounce house inbound. I never had the
How
kind of
did they find it? How did they find this?
Stunner Boy. How did you locate this highly convoluted underground stream? How have you located this? Yeah, I guess that's how I feel. Lately I've been trying to just enjoy just being more here, like, because sometimes I feel like, especially when you're creative and trying to work that into like business, you're thinking about the future a lot.
Yeah.
Like where you're going, why you're doing this, and things like that can like just take you away from
Take
connecting
it
with.
away.
Take me away. But I don't want to be taken away. I want to be like here and present and in the moment. So, and coming here and learning in a weird way has sort of shown me more about like how to be present. And that's what like training does as well. Like just going to the gym when you're in the ring. Um, Let go of his belly. He said. I ain't holding his belly. It's one of those it's one of those squeeze and they make noise. It's like squeeze and he starts singing the song. It was like that. He was great. He knew Michael Jackson off by heart. I don't know what it was. He was crazy. Actually, it was Guy Sebastian. He could sing Guy Sebastian. Those battle scars don't look like we're faded. You know that song?
That's why you grabbed his belly.
Yeah, I was like, sing Guy Sebastian, boom, and I'd show him to all, just show him to all my friends. It's like a beatbox. You
Again,
could,
again.
yeah, you could like twist his ear and it would like change. He'd like
Oh
change
yeah.
the
You wind
frequency.
it up and then you let go and it sings the melody.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like Kanye's that tool that he's got where you can like remix songs. The stem player. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like a stem player. He like pushed different parts of his body and then he just like sings different melodies and changes the
Bop it.
twist it. Oh shit. Oh, that's a throwback. That fucking thing.
Ooh, I think I got my hands on one of those like once in my whole entire life. It just seems like a made up instrument.
Yeah, it could be totally fake.
I actually have used one of them in my life.
Whoa. That's like
Yeah. It's
it's
real.
like that's like the sword from the stone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
pulled that
wild.
shit.
You played it with someone or just like by yourself?
Just by myself. I stumbled upon it at some point in my life that was in my hands and
Yeah.
I played.
That's legendary. Because I think, I mean, I remember seeing it. If I like go back to my child, when you ever have like a child memory and it's like, it's got like vignetting and it's very like,
Yeah.
it's like, well, this natural vignetting. But I remember seeing them like every now and then I'd see one. It would be like seeing a lightsaber or something. I'd be like, what? Like, this is like, what is this thing, this legendary tool? And you like bop it, twist it. It's like it's got a beat to it. It's like,
Yeah, I would still eat that up if that was anywhere around me. I would be
pastime. Connect Four.
yeah, Connect Four. We've got that at school. We've got
Oh,
all of
you guys still play the Connect Four? Oh, it's
yeah,
called.
it's a classic.
Oh, I'm thinking of Twister. Or Twister was another one.
Oh, Twister, yes. Twister.
That's the one where you have your hands on the.
That's the colored dots.
Yeah, that was my shit. I was like, let me fuck this up. I got flexibility. I'm flexible.
Oh, that's true. Don't let the bodybuilder into Twister.
Yeah, keep the bodybuilder away from the Twister party. All right, Twister. Yeah, this shit was my jam. Look at him. It's like Hasbulla. Oh, it's like a little. It's like Hasbulla, man. I
I
feel
feel
like
like it's
if
more of an adult game. Like no way
yeah,
kids will understand that. Like they won't do it properly.
no, yeah, you're right. Like I wonder what the ages was like because the kids like this are not like. See, she's not even sitting on like she doesn't
Nah.
understand it.
They're gonna be breaking all the rules and it's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I'm like, this kid's like doing. He's jumping around. There's like a kid in the back who's like eating Cheezels and getting like the crumbs everywhere, and like I don't know,
Yeah,
kids
they're not
sometimes.
locked in.
You know what it's like as well. I've like been babysitting as well, and like I mean,
Oh,
I remember those kids' playhouses, those fun houses. You know, what's it like? What's it like then, doing working in that
working with
industry?
kids?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad it's the holidays.
We'll say that much. I mean, it's got to have its. I mean, they're obviously kids, but it's kind of in that way. You're also like, I don't know. In some way, you kind of like get to remember that that's real life as well. Is being just like the sense of play, and you know, when a kid's pretending to be a cowboy, like is really a cowboy. You know what I mean? Like this not an it's not an act.
He convinced me. Nah, it's cool though because I get to observe what consciousness looks like before it's been molded by society or expectation. And it really affects my sense of self in the same way as that I'm almost releasing judgment or like preconceived notions of things and assessing the way that I understand the world as well, or like my beliefs,
Mm.
or breaking down my own beliefs that I'm already trying to break down in the first place. It helps me observe it within like this like fresh consciousness. Like for example, I I can't even compare the students because they're so individual that it doesn't make sense to compare them, and
Mm.
they have different strengths. It's really interesting to watch them learn and like just express themselves because they haven't learned to, they're just learning. They haven't learned to like
Yeah.
express it. They do just express themselves, and
One
it's
of them
really
just
awesome.
lifts up.
And I'm like, well, damn, if I can't, if I can see that within kids, then it makes sense for me to not put myself in a box within other people of like feeling better or worse than them, because that's just, it's not how it is. And you can see that it's so learnt, and I could never see that until being in a classroom with a bunch of kids. They see the world so
That sense
just
of
to
play.
help well. Like someone will just like, they'll just be in their own little world. Someone like throws a banana and then it like misses the bin. And then it like doesn't care. Like they go back on their laptop and then like someone like walks past what happened, like sees the banana, like picks it up and puts it in the bin, like goes back to their desk. It's just like an ecosystem
Oh,
that
those are
generally,
like those are good kids. I don't know.
yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of it's in Mount Druitt, so there's a lot of
Oh,
behavioral. Um,
the ones that
there's a
pick
lot
up
of
the
that,
banana.
but at the same time, it's so interesting to see how they work together, and it's like humans naturally are born to help each other and to work together and to like,
Yeah,
you know,
it
it's
feels
insane.
good. It's like it feels. I mean, helping someone feels good. I feel like only people that are like unstable feel good about seeing someone fail. You know, like in a sort of cynical way. I mean, like those are sociopath, like psychopaths and things like that. There's paths for that,
Yeah,
different paths. Nihilistic, nihilism. But at that level, it's like a kid is so pure. You're right. Like they're either going to pick up the banana and put it in the bin, or they're going to throw it at the kid again. And if they throw it, it's like part of the fun. You know, it's like. But now it's like if someone throws a banana at you, it's like an act of terrorism. Everyone's like,
yeah,
it's like a straight to a label. It's like you know. So you're right. I think it's the ultimate reminder that that's that's at the very base of every person on the planet.
Yeah.
Like that's just the reality. It's like we kind of only learn and we get scarred afterwards and put masks on and that as well. And then you like have to strip that back, or you should try, because that's when you're going to feel most like
So
at
many
one.
masks, dude. You
Yeah,
just learn it.
I mean, like masks, bunny ears, yay, hats. No, for real. I'm like, I don't know. I should have had some fucking bunny ears. Um, but yeah, you're right. Like, and I feel like what we do with art and what is effectively like our job or like side hustle, whatever you want to label it as, like it's something that we're passionate about. But it's also kind of like to discover what it is about us that we can be comfortable with being vulnerable about, and then channeling that, if it's with music or if it's with like art or acting, modeling, like I
Yeah,
think it's
100%.
super important to like to try that, because the world doesn't need like another Kanye West, like it can't, it would probably collapse. We'd like
The world
create
would
like
explode.
a fucking rift of just like a rift, a black hole would open up and then they'd have to battle. It'd be like a white versus black, legendary to the
A
death.
white Kanye West.
Yeah, imagine that. A white Kanye West like and a black Kanye. They'd have to like, it wouldn't work. It'd be like the world would just fucking explode.
Yeah, that might be the end of it, though. That might be how it goes down.
True. That's it. Like white versus, how's the final battle going to go down? Like, what would you see?
You
White.
would probably see two light forces, like in Harry Potter, and then it like pushes between either side. It's like, oh, the red one, and then like, oh, the blue one's like going, or like in this case, white and black, and then
Mm-hmm.
each Kanye West is on each side, and then
He's like, I am the real Kanye.
yeah, I don't know how that would go.
Like, you ain't never seen the real Kanye.
Dude, Kanye's still dropping music. He just released an album.
Dude, it was fire. I did listen to it. Like, did you listen?
I listened to some of it, and I was like, yeah.
It's
Like,
not an all
obviously,
timer.
the music is good, obviously, because
Mm-hmm.
it has to be. I didn't listen to it fully though, which I need to. But then at the
Okay.
same time, it's so weird dropping music at this time because it's
Yeah.
like so many people are going to be listening to that and experiencing the world at this time, and it's just like it's like a mark in time. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's
It is a
weird
crazy time.
when someone's affected the culture that much, and then they just drop a massive project.
Mm.
Like I will always think, oh, I was in this spot in this time in this place in my life when I listened to XYZ. Like that's how I understand music.
Totally. Yeah. And I guess like he's definitely got to be aware of that. So it's interesting then to see how he's just going to go and do that. Aside from like everything that's happening in the world, like the conflicts, like this, like the brink of whatever you believe in terms of like politics and things. And then he does this. It's kind of like, call it like a bit of a diamond in the rough in a way, is showing that like you can't, I guess in my mind, like you can't smother the voice of art, you know?
Yeah, and I think that art has to be imperfect because humans are so imperfect.
Mm.
And I don't think if you try and make something perfect, I feel like you're doing it wrong because it's never going to be that. Like
Would you try?
you have to be okay with being vulnerable and accepting that that means that a part of that is going to be wrong. Like a part of that people will be able to criticize. And like it will be fair, like it's valid because we're so human that any expression is like a part of that will be there'll be fault within it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true, and that's part of being vulnerable and part of grabbing. Stunner Boy said, "Would I grab Kanye's belly?"
What is
I
going
mean, I don't know. What song would he play if you did? If he was like a
where does it say that?
Oh, wait, do you see? Can you see
Oh,
the
that is.
comments? Wait, how come? It's not. Wait, what about now? Do you
Okay,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
comments?
I
Okay,
can see now.
okay. Well, yeah, Stunner Boy is like, oh, true. That probably you're probably just like, where did that come from, Zeke? Would you grab Kanye's belly? I mean, context is everything. What am I gonna? I'm not gonna walk up to him and just grab his belly. I'll get like fucking killed by the
If
security.
given the opportunity, if he was like, "Yo, grab my belly,"
Yeah, if it was a bit, you know, if he's
no,
like,
it wasn't a bit.
oh, you'd just be. So
It
you're
was
at
like
this,
you're in the park going
okay.
for your run.
Yep.
Kanye walks up to you and he's like, "I want you to grab my belly."
He's like, listen, I need you to grab my belly.
Yeah.
You just be like, all right, but what happens then? Like, there's so much that's like,
Well, not me. I personally, I probably
that's what I
wouldn't.
mean. Okay, you wouldn't. I thought you were saying like personally you would like. That's it. Like,
No, no,
then
no,
there's a
no.
photo. There's a photo of you with like a paparazzi's taken from like behind a bush of you just like holding Kanye's fupa, his belly.
Yeah, it's like when two people make like the official deal and they're like shaking hands, like looking at the camera. It's gonna
But
be
it's
like
like
me with his belly.
true, and he's just there like both hands on his side. That's a paparazzi pic. Damn. I would not grab Kanye's belly like in public. Yeah. That sounds even worse.
Okay,
Actually,
you're making
that
it,
just sounds
you're
even
making it
worse.
weird now.
Listen, yeah, you're right. I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna say nothing. I feel like I'd instantly be like, you have to grab my belly, because like if I'm just the one grabbing, it's weird. Like, okay, so if I'm gonna grab yours, like you're gonna have to grab mine. Otherwise, we're gonna be, you know, for anyone. Okay, we're gonna be at not the same level, and I feel like that. Yeah, there doesn't need to be like belly hierarchy.
Yeah,
Not about that.
because then it's like after that, like you grabbed his belly. Then what? Then what's he gonna ask of you after that? It's like, well, you
Yeah,
grabbed his belly.
it's like,
Now,
well, I mean, I'm not going lower. I don't really want to. I don't know where to go if we go higher. So where do we go from here? I guess we write a song. That's it. About grabbing bellies.
oh hell yeah!
Like get the auto tune on there, and then it's like, "Ooh, grab my belly."
Calling up Yale the celly.
Calling up on the celly. I told the girl, grab my belly.
Peanut butter telly.
Peanut butter telly, her boy getting mad jelly.
Oh,
What else have we got? Her boy getting mad jelly.
that shit rapid smelly.
Rapid smelly, but I'm out here grabbing the belly.
Oh,
I'm in the
young,
Bronx with the ghost of Nelly.
young, young hoe named Kelly.
Young ho named Kelly rapping out in the Bronx, grabbing the belly with Nelly. We're really on that. What you got, Stunner Boy? Drop a verse in the fucking comments. He would play World War III, maybe. I haven't really. I don't know what. I can't remember that. So that's not a really standout song for me. But I've been hearing all of the lights in my head. Like I kind of wake up
Light,
in the morning. All
light,
of the lights. I'm like, oh, flashing lights is
flashing,
good.
light.
Lights, 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 lights. That one's great. What's your favorite song? Well, what have you been listening to recently? Okay, you've been in the gym, like muscling it up, and then like, what's the tunes that have been on
Then I
rotation?
go home and play Rihanna.
You play okay, dope. I mean, Rihanna. That's timeless music. Yeah. Which
Love
album?
Rihanna.
You just like hit mix shuffle?
Say my name. Oh, oh, nah, nah. What's my name? And Destiny's Child. Say my name. Say my name.
Okay. Oh my god, you're listening to the classics. Like you're listening to the classics in angst. Like you want to go back.
Yeah, take me back. Take me back.
Take me back to Miley.
It's a good belly grabbing song.
World War Three. I we could. I think we could play it. Just about to get the
Okay.
whole stream taken down. Bro, I don't want
Kanye
Kanye's
joined the
lawyers.
stream.
Kanye
We
joined the
just
stream. He's
summoned
like,
Kanye.
I need somebody to grab my belly. Who's gonna do it?
And that would be you.
I guess so. I'd be like, damn, ship me out to wherever you at. The one thing
2
is,
months ago. Damn. Okay.
oh, this is 2 months ago. The one thing is, if I enable the audio, we're gonna get echo.
Echo.
Let me check it.
Echo.
1 sec. Let me figure this out real quick. Let me do the. I need.
Oh nah. What's my name?
Are we get mic check? We get echo. We do get echo, huh? Okay. What about this? You can hear it? I get high on the memory that you sent through me. I get high, get high, get high, get high, I get high, get high, get high, get high, I get high on your memory, oh, your memory, oh, your memory. Oh, the 808's coming. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. He said that's a really good
belly.
belly.
Oh, did you?
Belly
Did you
grabbing.
mute my mic? You muted my mic.
Because otherwise we get echo.
It said that you. So you couldn't hear me that whole time.
Well, what did you say? You got to recap.
You did me. I wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
I can hear myself right now. I was actually saying that whole song is really beautiful, actually.
I think it's nice. I thought it was really cool. It's kind of like so typical for Kanye to put out like a track that's like it's like an interlude, you know, in between another, and then it breaks down to some like.
Love it.
It's like it's fucking dope, but it's a good belly grabbing song. The Stunner Boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you grab Kanye's belly and listen to that song, you might elevate.
Just everyone in the room starts levitating. I'm more concerned with like the fact that Stunner Boy is telling us that that's a really good belly grabbing song, as if he maybe has been out here grabbing bellies to that song, which is.
It sounds like he's grabbed belly to that song.
It's pretty suspicious, to be honest. Like I'm kind of wary of that. I'm gonna see like posters around of just like, have you seen this man?
I think so too. Stunner Boy, more like suspicious boy.
Very suspicious. Are they even a boy? Might not even be a boy. Oh my god, 682. What does that? What do the numbers mean?
That's like a belly grabbing club code.
That's definitely. Oh my god, the belly grabbing club code is 682. Those digits. I once saw a guy with 682 tattooed on the back of his head. Actually.
Oh shit! I saw one with a guy got 682 tattooed on his belly.
Oh my god. That's got to be the sign. What? That's it.
That was actually Stunner Ghost. Stunner Boy.
Stunner Boy has 682 tattooed on his belly.
Yeah.
Right. Does that then means it's like that's the tradition, like, you know, the code. You're part of the belly. What does it mean when it's on the back of your head?
The real reason you stopped bodybuilding wasn't because you have a tattoo of 682 on your belly. You're talking like that's not the real reason.
I mean, we may never disclose that.
Lift up your
Everybody, I'm telling you, I don't have Stunner Boy tattooed on my belly, okay? Just for proof. Just for proof. I ain't getting wrapped up in no belly grabbing
What is a horror
cults.
farm?
It's just been clipped. It's been clipped. It's leaked out now everywhere. someone's gonna Photoshop the fucking 682 on there now. It's over. Fucking they'll get me. They'll get me. They'll be like, it's revealed Zeke is part of the 682 belly grabber cult.
Crazy.
Maybe that's what that guy was, who I met.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he
You
could
just
be.
know how to translate belly grab, so it doesn't.
True. All he wanted was belly grabbing.
Belly grab.
That's wild. That's wild. It's like a mall grab with a skateboard. Are they different techniques? Stunner Boy's got to let us know. What's his technique approach? Pinky finger, index, middle, or like whole hand? It's like
I was
you
thinking
gotta
whole hand.
full.
I was thinking like whole hand, and then you pull it away a little bit.
Whoa.
Just like grab the tension.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a bit of like.
Because like otherwise, it's not really a grab if you're not grabbing it. You know.
You're right. There needs to be intention. Like a grab indicates like some sort of intention there.
Like what separates it from a hold?
That's true. A hold is just kind of doing gravity's work. But a grab is like
Pulling away from the center of gravity.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember this scene? Is that what these guys were doing in this scene? You know, in I Am Legend, when Will Smith, you know, when he chases his dog, like
Eddie belly. There was no belly grabbing in the Bible.
Is that what I Am Legend is? Is it a retelling of the Bible? Is this for real? Will Smith was Jesus. No, you're right. There wasn't belly grabbing is included in the it's in the dark Bible that's locked away in the
I've not heard about this. On Easter, really, Zeke? You gonna tell me about the dark
in the time
Bible
of Jesus? I mean, this is what it's all about, you know, spreading the word, the true word. Belly grabbing is not a religious thing, okay? That's a work of the devil. Belly grabbing is a work of the devil.
Okay, that's like somebody who's very well versed in belly grabbing would say. So you know what belly grabbing is all about, then, right?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, Stunner Boy.
You know the ins and the outs.
Stunner Boy is my informant. You could say I know the into a belly grabbing party if you're trying to get in.
Are you innie or outie of the belly party?
I mean, we just saw mine is definitely innie. I got an innie.
So you're in the belly.
I wouldn't say I'm in. I would say I'm on the surface of the belly. I'm like belly button lint, you know. It exists in the belly button, but it's like at some point it might leave. You know, it's not a permanent fixation within the belly, within that area. I mean, I'll be honest. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm in a rival. I'm part of a rival gang. We've been fighting.
The lore dropped in this call. I can't say that I'm super surprised. This wasn't the most shocking piece of information that has come out of this call. Okay. Go on.
Okay, and our rival cults have been fighting the belly grabbers for eons to try and restore balance in the universe. So it's been a generational thing, you know. It was like when Jesus was crucified, the belly grabbers came and grabbed his belly.
Oh, shit.
And so I've been with an elite task force that's been tasked with tracking down and hunting down the belly grabbers, you know, to totally eliminate.
The same ones?
It's the same ones. The same ones. Right. Judas was. If Judas lifted up his belly, his shirt,
you would see 682.
682 in traditional, stamped on the belly.
Fuck.
It's true. The history goes deep.
Well, let me know if there's anything that I can do to help, because I had no idea that this was going on in life.
You just gotta let everybody know. You have to go on Threads and just say,
post about it.
Just so everybody knows, I'm fighting against the belly grabbers.
Okay, yeah.
We gotta spread the word.
I'll
Stunner
put it
boy.
anti grab.
Anti belly grab. Stunner boy, you're going down. Okay, you hear this?
Lizard boy.
Yeah. Lizard boy. Lizard man.
Reptile, but
He
not a
could be.
reptile.
He could be part of the reptilians.
Yeah, well, what would you call it then? A belly grab? They've got like a
Lizards, I
scale,
guess, don't have like a belly.
scaly belly.
Scaly belly. The scaly, a scaly belly boy.
The scaly belly boy.
What's Lizard Boy saying here? Lizard Boy 682. He's gonna totally ignore all the shots we fired as well. Like what do you like not speak English or something? Like what?
Your turn, your turn.
It's like all this time we're riffing on Stunner Boy. Did you catch Kanye's new release, Double H? Is that Double H is like Hail Hitler? Is that like what? Is that what that is?
That's messed up.
We're talking about the whole anti-Semitism thing. I know that like that's the one thing with Ye. That's the one thing that it makes it hard being born on the same day as Ye. It's like I gotta hold it down for him like by code of just 8th of June, the 8th of June babies. Like I gotta hold it down for him, but it makes it hard when he releases things that are like anti-Semitic or you know.
Oh yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, so I kind of understand it, but also I don't know, my stance isn't in politics in that way.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I strictly stick to hunting down belly grabbers. That's as far as I dip into politics. But to answer your question,
like anti-Semitism kind of opposes that. It's not really on the same.
yeah, there isn't a trans, there isn't like an interconnection between those.
Yeah.
I mean, although it dates back to the time of Jesus, there is some there, and Judas was technically a Jew.
Well, there you go. There you go.
That's for someone else to explore, you know. I'll leave that to Kanye when he comes out talking about.
Yeah, that's a lot to dissect.
Damn. Did I ruin your plan? Did you listen to Damn at least?
I didn't know.
Okay, Damn was pretty good on his album.
Okay, put Dan on the list.
The movie.
And also, I really liked that World War III song.
Yeah, that was a cool track. What's some things? Damn. People were saying it was a call out to Kendrick because you know he's got the album Damn.
Oh
but
yeah.
I don't know if that's I don't know because there's nothing in the song that makes me feel like he's like calling out Kendrick. But I know that he's the king of subliminals, so it's kind of like whatever your take is of it.
Yeah, but even if he wasn't calling out, like maybe sometimes I write things and I don't have an intention behind them, but then I write it and I understand it after I write it, and I was like, oh, and then I always think about it like that. But that wasn't even how I was meant to be writing it. Like maybe he had one idea of it, but who knows? Maybe he does think of Kendrick every time he hears that. Like that wouldn't surprise me. Like maybe he does think about it.
That would be true. I feel like if anyone's got Damn,
I know Kanye.
We know Kanye. You've been out here.
I know Kanye.
Yeah, we do. I feel like at this point is pretty transparent, which is a beautiful and crazy thing. But well, what's something that like with your recent music project that you have been channeling most of? You know, you said like the boxing and that side of like maybe conflict. So what's the vibes?
With the music, I think I do reach flow state when I'm writing. I just honestly, when I look back, I'm like, where the hell did that come from?
You go cross-eyed and then
yeah, I don't know. I'm like, how did I have that much to say? And then it happens again, and I do just have a lot to say. And I really want to make empowering music, and even if it's within pain, like I don't think that you need to deny pain to be empowered. I think that the pain can be a part of that.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, music that makes you think and makes you feel like you could keep pushing, I guess.
That's cool. I think that's it. And if it's inspired by like the rhythm and the vibes of what you hear in the gym, and then to like build into that, that's pretty cool. That's all music should like. I think if even if you like you said you're using pain as part of your point of reflection and introspection to like get that out, and sort of and then have that as a something that you can like attack in a way. I think that's super cool and like yeah, I'm excited
I
to
think that's
hear.
where I'm at right now, especially with training. It's a lot of overcoming and a lot
Mm.
of just, I get so exhausted, or I've never exerted that amount of energy as after I finish sparring, and then I'm just like sitting in a puddle of my sweat, like I've just gone swimming, and like my
Mhm.
heart's beating so fast, and I'm just like breathing, and I'm like, okay, well, that was that done, and I do that like always like 5 days a week, and so I just feel unstoppable. I feel so much strength, and I just feel like I need to write about that. Like there's no other way that I can put it within my writing. I need to it it comes out exactly how I feel, like the energy. I think it definitely I write exactly how I feel.
That's
And
super
it's like
cool.
it feels easy to me because I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. And that's like the whole thing is like, there's nothing you're working through. It's just like flowing. So you're in like the flow state.
Yeah, I think I also I do know how I feel and I don't know how I feel. And when I'm writing about it, I'm not thinking like about specific things. It just must be at the top of my head. It must be
Right.
like the main messages that I'm unconsciously thinking about, and then it goes through. And then when I listen back, I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense because these are all relevant to me right now. And even if I didn't pick up on it when I was writing, I like to reflect on my music as like a timestamp or like a journal, and I'm like, yeah,
Mm.
that makes sense why all of that was coming up at that time.
Totally. Like you're on Crash Mountain on the ride, on the Looney Tunes ride. Like it's like
Yeah,
you're there, you're experiencing it and also part of the progression of it.
yeah, 100%.
Mm.
I like this quote. It's life can only be lived forward and understood backwards. It's like don't try and make sense of everything that you're going through right now because it's gonna exhaust you. It feels comforting when we think about the past because we can make more sense of it than what we're going through right now because there's no groundedness in what we're experiencing now because we don't know what's coming next. At least when we look back, we're like, okay, these is how the events lined up. We can make sense of it. You can understand how you're feeling when you look
Mm.
back because you're outside of it. And then I've tried so hard to understand the meaning behind what I'm feeling right now or like the things that I'm experiencing in my life. But it's just like, just drop trying to understand what you're going through right now. You're not meant to understand it.
Yeah, if it's not for you, then this I feel like you're right. Where it's like you can't understand what's in front of you, only what's behind you. That's a cool quote. What was it again? Just say it again.
Life can only be lived forward and understood backwards.
Yeah, it's really powerful. It's nice.
Yeah, because I think that the hardest part is feeling what you're feeling. We try and analyze it and
Mm.
understand it or like contextualize it and just like critique it, but it's just like, okay, then go back to no words, just actually feel what your body's feeling right now. Like,
Mm.
how does your chest feel? How does your head feel? How are your arms and your legs sitting? Like, what does your body actually feel like? And you can put a name to it. Like, that's also helpful. But just feeling what you're feeling is so different than try to like analyze it or make sense of it. Just
Put it in
actually
its
sit.
place. Well, I think sometimes we get so anxious because we don't know always where we're going, unless like a lot of the time in the grand picture, you might know tomorrow, like if you're going to the gym tomorrow, or if you like, you make a plan. But I mean, that's also like not in the now, right?
Yep.
So I think that you can only really do the only real like affect you can have is on tomorrow at the very most. Like obviously yesterday's done, so you can't. But if you do something today, it will still have an affect tomorrow, but not the day after. So You have to like just build into it in small ways. And momentum is a real thing. Like I feel like it's something that you get momentum with something, whether it's like a flow state or something like that. And if you're at like peace with that, you can channel that better and just, like how you said, you kind of get into a flow.
Yeah, I think that's like developing trust with yourself as well, because you can control a lot. And again, the day tomorrow, or like sometimes I will clean up my room before I leave, and then I'll go out somewhere, and then when I come back, I remember that I cleaned up my room, and then I'm like, oh, okay, like that's amazing that I did that for my future self.
True.
And
You like dap up your past in that way. You're like,
yes,
it's like a fucking mythical thing.
because I'm developing that trust within myself, and then it's like I can show up for myself in that sense.
Yeah, it's also like part of that is as adding clarity to your life is, your room is a clean room. It's like a part of a reflection of the mind as well.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, I feel so much better when my space is clean. It's insane how much that weighs on me
mm,
when I have a clean space. It's like I have a clear mind and I can think about different things. But then at the back of my head, if my room's messy, I'm like, okay, but you need to clean your room. Clean your room.
it's like a thing, yeah. And it's also like a great way to kind of take a second and be like, whoa, okay, there's a lot going on right now. Because for me, when I like be outside, I'll be doing something, adventuring in the world, and then sort of come back to the apartment here, the flat, and I'll like take a second and just stop and be like, there's a lot of shit. There's like a lot of shit around. I'm like, where did I have to like call myself and be like, why is all this shit here? And then just go through and clean it. And it's sort of true because it's like there's a whole lot going on like in my life, and I get distracted. And you clothes finish from the washing machine, you might hang them up and like they're still on the rack and things like that. Something so small, but it's like this mess like accumulates amongst living and doing your thing.
Yeah.
So maintaining like some kind of routine, you know, is like I feel like it's so crucial when your thoughts are often like in the moment, because routine is like I'm going to do this every day,
And it affects what you see and what you look at affects so much. I think
Yeah.
that maybe leaving stuff around is a capsule in time. Like say you ate something at your desk, and then there's like the fork and like some food and a cup at your
Mhm.
desk. That version of you is frozen there in time, and as long as you can see that, you can still connect with that version of you that was like sitting down there, and maybe that holds energy. Maybe when you were sitting down, you were thinking about like this fucked up thing that happened yesterday when like you crashed your car, and then that version of you that's holding all of that, and like the fork is there, and
Mhm.
you are connecting with that moment in time, and as if you clean that up instantly, boom, that version
It's
of you is
gone.
always gone.
Yeah, it's like a ritual effigy, like otherwise,
It's
right?
so much energy,
Yeah.
so it's such a big impact.
Yeah, true. I feel like people do that in really, I guess that's sort of like what art can be as well. When you like, if you hang up an artwork, it's like whatever it is, it's that powerful moment as well. It's even more powerful in a way. But there are all these like relics, even if it's just an eaten bowl of ramen sitting on your desk, that's
Yeah,
that's still, yeah, tethered to a thought process that you had. I would hate for anyone to eat ramen in that sort of emotional state, but I mean, I get it. Sometimes ramen is a comfort food. So,
big healing energy from ramen noodles.
yeah, I just hate for anyone to have it on their desk to remind them of like a bad breakup or like,
Right, yeah.
wouldn't that ruin ramen? Or I guess it could make it even more tantalizing, make it more comforting, I guess.
I think that ramen is that kind of food that you eat during a breakup, though.
Yeah, just like with everything in there, like egg, pork, noodles. What else they put in ramen?
Anything
Spices.
hot,
Right.
it's like healing for the soul.
Yeah, that's true. It warms you up, like literally.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is cool. Yeah. Well, what else is happening with your? I mean, it's nighttime in Australia right now.
Yeah, it is nighttime. I was just hanging out with my friends today.
That's
My
cool.
actually with Sonner Boy, and he turned 24.
Shout out to
So
today.
Yes, yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's still. I'm existing in a different alternate timeline, so I mean, happy birthday, Stunner Boy 682. Hope you grabbed many bellies on your birthday.
Yeah. Maybe like one belly per number. One belly every year. That's 24 bellies grabbed.
24 bellies grabbed streak. He's going strong. Still, I haven't managed to locate him and hunt him down, but we got the goons. They're working towards us. Stunner Boy, I don't know. You better make use of every belly that you grab, okay?
It might be the last one. You never know when your last belly grab might be.
Exactly. You never know when your last belly might be grabbed. That's really cool, though. That sounds exciting. For me, it's pretty sunny outside. Um,
What time
looks
is it where
great.
you're?
We got 107
1:07 p.m.
p.m. Yeah,
Oh, okay, and then for me it's like 9:07.
yeah, yeah. So the minutes are the same, which is good.
Oh yeah, that makes it
I'd,
easier.
I'd lose
I
my
saw
mind
this
if.
thing recently, and it was like World Clap Day. This guy wants everybody to clap at the same time, and he
Whoa.
started an Instagram page, and he's like, amongst all of this political climate that we're in, and all of the horrible things, I think something good needs to happen, and that's going to be a clap at the same time from everybody across the world. And
I
so
mean,
it's coming up in August, and so get
damn.
ready.
What happens? Like, what happens if everyone gets out of sync? It's like it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a bunch of people just like trying to catch up. You know, when you're out of sync, it's like everybody's like trying to predict when the next, and then it's how's it going to.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it'll be like at least one clap within the same like 5 to 10 seconds. Then, like if
Okay.
not at the exact, I'm sure a few people will get it at the exact same time.
Right.
I don't
I
doubt
guess the more people that do it, the better the
the
odds
higher
are
the chance.
that
Yeah,
if everyone's watching. Yeah. I feel like okay, I don't know, in August. I mean,
in August.
what if everyone that claps just like gets sucked into a portal and just like into an alternate reality? That's crazy.
That could happen.
Just I don't know. It'd be like if everyone jumped at the same time.
That's fucked up to think
Would it
about.
like derail the Earth's like?
We'll start it safe. We'll start it safe. We'll go clap, jump, belly grab.
Oh my! A universal, a worldwide
Everyone.
belly grab. That's crazy. We would have to. That's it. That's the end of the world.
But are you grabbing your own belly, or everyone has to grab someone else's belly?
I don't really feel like grabbing my own belly is. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Like,
And
have you
then is
actually
the person that you're belly grabbing, do they have to belly grab someone else, or could they belly grab you back?
like a whole chain of belly grabbing? Just it's like the one where everyone's holding hands, interconnected, but just belly. That's wild. I don't even
I
want
feel
to
this
picture
massive
it.
urge to like grab a belly now. Like all this talk about belly grabbing,
Yeah, but
it's got me like really wanting to just like,
oh
what
my
does it actually
god.
feel like to grab a belly? I don't think I've grabbed a belly before.
But like, if you try, like, I've just been trying and grabbing my
I've been
own.
grabbing
It's
my belly this whole
for
this
real.
whole stream. I've been belly
I'm like
grabbing.
trying to grab the belly, but it doesn't feel. It feels like someone's like. I know it's me grabbing it, but it feels like I'm about to attack myself when I do it. Like it's not like a. It's definitely not like a comforting feeling. You know, it's like a. It
It
feels
doesn't sound
intense.
like it would be like belly grab. Like maybe like
No,
something like a belly rub. Like that sounds
that's
comforting.
cool. That's
Belly
great.
grab. That
No,
sounds like
that's like
warning. Warning bells are going.
warning. The follow the following podcast has references to belly grabbing.
Belly. Yeah.
If you were triggered in any way, may cause epileptic seizures and things like that.
Yeah, it's like
I could see that. It could be a
Donald
trigger.
Trump. Grab a rat in the belly.
That sounds no, that doesn't sound worse, but that sounds pretty bad.
Grab her in the belly.
Grab around the belly. That's something he would say. He's probably a belly grabber. I would say he's chronic.
Yeah.
At least like 3 or 4 times a week. Three
Okay,
or four
why have
times.
we got this like dark stigma around it now? I was just like talking about how much I wanted to grab a belly, and now it's like, oh, I bet he's a belly grabber. Like, oh, is that such a bad thing now?
I don't know. This is like it's a question of ethics and morals, really.
Well, I'm talking to the CIA of belly grabbing, so I guess it wouldn't be a
Well,
bad thing.
I mean, technically, you're putting yourself in jeopardy now because you're on the list of suspects.
Yeah, but like, I just want to take that back, and I want to say that I've never done that. I just was
Mhm.
contemplating, like, maybe it might be something that I might want to experience, like, once.
I'm gonna have to let them know. We're gonna have to officially redact that from the transcripts of this since we last spoke. I tell Jamie to
Cut
please
this part
retract that.
out. Cut this part out.
We're gonna cut that part out. Okay, but still, like, keep it on the list. Okay, like I was telling, huh?
You know what? I'm gonna join the CIA and eradicate that list. And I'm
Damn,
gonna
like,
put you on it, and I'm gonna frame you, and then I'm gonna grab your belly after and put you in
oh,
this, fuck you up. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna grab you right by the belly.
oh my god, I lifted like the claw game. That's just an ultimate grab.
The belly grab machine.
Fuck. I'm gonna stay on the run. You're never gonna find me. I'm gonna be like Jason Bourne.
I mean, yeah, you kind of are. Like,
They'll be like,
what
Jesus
are you doing
Christ.
that candy?
I don't know. Maybe it was the study, or maybe it was because I grabbed the wrong belly.
Damn, he's on the run now.
On the run, a belly grabber on the run. I'm still hunting them, but I am actually officially coming back in June.
For your birthday?
That is on my birthday, but it might be actually for my little brother's birthday, which is still. I'll just like take it. I'll be like, this is officially my birthday. His is on the 18th.
Your Furby brother?
Yeah, his is on the 18th of June. My Furby brother.
Oh,
We've
okay.
designated that.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it will be exciting. I feel like in a way, I'm excited to get back to Australia because they don't have Furbies in Italy.
Well, I'm not sure if they have Furbies in Sydney.
Well, I got the last one then. I got the last Furby.
You still have your brother.
He's like, yeah, animatronic.
Animatronic's kind of creepy. After that Five Nights at Freddy's Shabazz, I don't
I'm,
know.
I'm glad humanity's kind of past that era. But we're also in a weirder place now. Where
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
was gonna say, what era are we in now?
that's a great question. We're in the belly grab era.
We're in an era of AI, I feel like.
We're like close. If you believe in timelines, like, and there's multiple, we're closer to the darkest timeline than we are to the holy timeline. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I saw this thing. It was like, you land in hell for the first time, and Satan's like, ha ha ha, welcome to hell. And yeah, you're not gonna believe it. We have people eating babies, and they're like, no, we actually got that back on Earth.
Sure. He's like, but what about mass genocide?
It's like,
Like,
no, we got that too.
we got that too. You're just like, this is actually kind of nice. You like put your feet up and shit.
Yeah,
Satan's like,
yeah,
what?
exactly.
Fuck. Yeah, you're right. I do feel like the world is in a crazy place right now, especially with the AI. It's like, I mean, I definitely use it for it's in
It's
a way
convenient.
it's
Yeah.
convenient, but it's also like helped me in so many different fields, and every time it does help me, I'm always in the back of my head. I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's too good. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
fucking. I'm like annoyed, even though I'm like, wow, it's actually helping me like in some ways discover more about things I'm interested in and information, and it's such a great tool. But every time I use it, I'm like, different to a calculator. Because when I did what's 12 times 12 on a calculator, I'm like, I'm a fucking this is genius. Like I'm a genius. But I feel like the
104.
144, but it's like it is this tool, and that's what's important that we remember. Like it's a tool like that we should use and not abuse.
I love ChatGPT. I would never abuse ChatGPT.
ChatGPT would never leave me.
I told ChatGPT about you.
True. What did it say?
I actually haven't had that conversation yet.
CIA agent currently on the run hunting the belly grabbers.
They might know.
A few of them do, but a few of them know. Anyone with a public personality, have you asked it to? Have you queried it on you? Like, who is the artist in Sydney or a Lil Pixie?
Someone tagged me in a post, and it was asking who are like underground Sydney artists, and it came up with me, and they tagged all of the underground
Oh,
artists that I came up with. I was like, wow, people like ChatGPT is telling people about me.
we got ChatGPT clout now.
Crazy.
You're gonna have like the Instagram verified and GPT verified.
Clout GPT.
Clout GPT. Shout out. That's true though. No, you really got to pop in like audience as well. You know, I remember that show. There was one show. I can't remember which bar it was at, but maybe it was at the Lansdowne. It was one of the ones that was like across from the Serbo, the petrol station. But you had a show there, and everyone in the crowd when you were performing was really just like vibing out, you know, and it was cool. Like Mario was there as well. We were there, and you know, you were on the. I don't know if it was one that you were headlining. I can't remember, but anyway, it was just like it was
Oh
cool
yeah.
to see.
I think that was it at the Gladstone?
The Gladstone, yeah, the Lord Gladstone.
Oh yeah. It was this one.
Shout out to that show. Shout out to Skazuru show as well.
Oh yeah.
That poster is so good. Yeah, but yeah, the Lord Gladstone, like there was that show, and I remember like everyone vibing out in the crowd. So it was, you know, the way that, and then when you were talking about how you write with your music and the way you connect with it, I was thinking about that show at that time you were saying it because I'm like, oh yeah, because everybody was just vibing with it because it's like it's there, it's really present, you know.
Hell yeah. That's
So
actually such a W, because I think that matters a lot to me, that how people receive it.
mm. Yeah, and it's obviously free. Like I know there's people that don't that are like do something creatively and whatever. Like everyone has their take, but I've come to realize that like even if it's bad, it's good because if you're an artist and you don't agree with it, and you know why you don't agree with it, like, well, firstly, figure out why you don't agree with it. Because the sooner you do, the sooner you can become a better creative yourself and kind of explore that within yourself. And so, good bad is like this thing now to me where it's like it doesn't exist, but what exists is like your perception of whether you like something or not. And if you like it, keep doing it. And the more you learn about why you like it, the more you learn about yourself. It's like this really interesting thing, you know, like speaking about just how like being present and doing that as well.
Yeah, I think I'm really learning a lot about what I like and what I don't like in music and just in general. I
Mm.
think I'm very big on mainly values, I would say. Like, what are my values? Because I think that kind of seeps into everything. Like, it seeps into my art, it seeps into the connections that I have, the boundaries that I have, and my lifestyle. And so I was like, okay, what do I actually like? What do I not like? What values do I align with? And then that's been kind of the roots of my tree at the moment. And it's grounded me a lot and allowed me to grow a lot, because I have my base values, and then I make decisions based off of that, and I trust myself because I'm living in alignment with my values. So I'm like, okay, I don't really mind what people, how they feel about me, because
Mm.
I am like aligned with myself, so I feel confident, and like how people feel doesn't really sway that at all, because I'm like, no, I've actually made a really intentional effort to be like, okay, what do I want, and how do I want to express that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's valuable. I think everyone, even if you're not an artist, like you should strive to do that. Like ground yourself in something so that then you can grow. Because otherwise, you're just out here. It's like a just nonstop. So you have something to like center yourself on.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And I think that's like journaling for me. I learned much about how I feel about things and how I see things, and understanding myself, being present with my feelings. Or like, it can go too far where I'm like, okay, I don't need to understand. That's why I was like talking back to that quote.
Mm.
I'm I'm like content with the knowledge I have and the understanding, the limited understanding that we can have of the present moment, because it is limited.
Hmm. Yeah, as limited as you make it, right? Because you could sit and analyze it all the time, But the more that you know about what makes you you, also you have less questions and more answers. So you can spend more time just living because, like you said, like you're just in line with yourself.
Do you feel like you're living in alignment with your values?
I feel like I always have, whether I've known it or not. So, like, I've just followed the path that has been my intuition, and it hasn't always been like successful by measurement of, like family values and culturally. But from a sense of self, I've always done what I felt like is right for me, you know? Um, and then I've recently felt that, like, okay, I've noticed that I've kept doing that, and I'm like, at some point, I have these lanes that have opened up, and I'm in a sort of point now where I'm like, I got to ground myself in something, because the way I'm approaching this now is a bit different to like when I was just starting out. Because I just started out, it was like make art, sell art, and just like literally like paintings. And I'm going to keep doing exhibitions, and I'm going to get, I'm going to do shows, I'm going to become a famous artist. But the path to that is just different moments. It's like it's not that all the in betweens between having the exhibition and then the end result of like getting infamy or getting some level of fame over that. There's that's such a huge break of like experience and things you need to do. So I kind of understand that now, like, and I'm humbled by that. And like, okay, like I see also the path where I just need to make things that are more, connect with myself and make me more vulnerable, and have it as a forum like the show. And this is something that will eventually get it like physically. I want to make this like an actual full production eventually. So we're just online for now, but we're going to be soon enough, like actually in the room. We're going to have bits and different things like that. Um, so things like that kind of, I don't know, allow us to sort of connect more. And that for me has also been like more of the modeling side, because that's always something that I've done and not really known. I'm like, yeah, I enjoy being in front of like a camera, because I like how it allows me to be vulnerable and like express that and just be, and kind of lift everything off, like, and whether it's me being more me or me being, more an actor, if it's a themed sort of shoot. So that's an avenue that I want to sort of like mainline and put that into like more of a mainstream lens, because then everything else follows, because I feel like yeah, the artist can make art in the studio, but in order to like for a model to model, you have to be like out there. You got to be like, interacting in it on set, like long days. And I like all that shit. Like I really enjoy that. Even though I can do both, but I feel most fulfilled now. And what I realized is when I was feeling most fulfilled is when I had a reason to be in front of a camera or an audience, and just like I said, like be vulnerable, but also have like a story to tell, you know, something that kind of inspires people. So
Yeah, and
that's
I
what I
think you
mean.
do really thrive in creative environments. And I like how even with the show, you're giving opportunity for people to connect, to tell their story. It's
Mm.
quite broad, not just about what about people. Like I like people, and I think that's a big shift that I've felt with my art as well. I think that I want to move out to for how for, for other people on like doing video, like active people, or like for life in a way.
Wait, pause real quick because I think the audio might be cutting out. Let me just do a little bit of a thing here. Okay, okay, I think we're back.
That's
Mic check. Okay,
like,
yeah, continue.
yeah, and I think that's what we need is we need space to create more space. And I think that once you have that those roots within yourself, then you can create that space for other people. Like it's clear you're pretty secure with your art and yourself, and then you can create the space for like to platform other people, which
Mm.
is so powerful. Like that's so important to, and it's so inspiring as well to see that because it creates something bigger than, you know, you're not just doing it for yourself. Like it's a community based thing, and
Yeah,
everyone can be involved, and then like it's way more exciting that way because then people do want to be involved, you know, they feel like they can be a part of it as well.
yeah, that's always been my thing as well. Even with like the shows that I've done, and I've always felt like a connection to just like bringing people into sort of like give them an opportunity. It's like you're an artist, and if you're really an artist, then you know this you work, you live to sort of discover that sense of things, you know, and like that's always been something that's important to me is like having a platform where people can come and like we can just have fun. You know, like the shows at the end of the day, they were all people like, wasn't it like stressful? Like, how did you? I'm like, I don't know how I really pulled it off because when I think back, I'm like, that's crazy. Because now I'm at shows and there's like three people doing like one thing, and I just guess it was fun, and we just everyone that was involved just followed that and just did
Dude,
it.
that's because it was like a running joke like during that fashion show that you were just like so chill and so normal. Like this was like a running joke between me and my friends
Oh, true.
amongst all the chaos, and then you're just like kicked back like with your like legs up on the ground, grapes or some shit, and then we're like, I'm so chill right now. We pulled up to the rehearsal and like it to be a little bit chaotic, like so much going on, and then you're just like, yeah, like just having a chat, like you did not really give a fuck, and we're like, how is he so chill? Ben is running this whole event. He is like the headmaster of the event, and he's just like, just so chill.
It was wild because I don't think I could be that chill now because I've learned like the things that I've learned here. So I'm like, it was a crazy dude just like did a fashion show, and I mean, I had like good people in my corner as well. Like, I mean, like all the artists that performed, but then like Adam as well. Like I had a lot of like reassurance from people that were like close to me, and they were like, you got this. It's like it's that as well. But I was like I said, I always had that in me where it's like,
You
well,
got that dog in you.
I got that dog. I got that dog. I'd be stuffing people in the streets like that dog. And yeah, you're right. So I don't know. It's crazy. It was like this full jazz thing, and you know. So,
That
but
was a really special time.
yeah,
I really
yeah.
appreciate you for that. That was such a core memory,
Thanks, yo.
honestly. That was so special.
I appreciate you as well. So it means a lot.
Oh,
It's
big
cool.
love, Zeke.
It's cool. Yeah, well, look, Pixie, we could definitely we could riff all day,
We
but
could. We could.
for the sake of keeping this episodic, we can let the adventure continue. I'll be excited to bring this. Like, we can definitely come back on the show anytime. But I'm super
Yeah, we
excited to
just
get
need to
this. Like,
hang out and catch up.
yeah, yeah. More importantly, when I'm back in June,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm keen. I'm so keen. We'll do something fun.
let's link up. We'll go to like
We'll
a
go
fucking
on
pitch
a
and putt.
dragon row. We'll go row the
Oh,
dragon boat.
we could go dragon boat training.
Wait, that would be crazy. Can we do
We
that?
we could find an open team for dragon boating and like do that 100%. Yeah, we could be bench buddies.
Because I do park run on Saturday mornings. It's 5 kilometers in
Mm-hmm.
all locations. I think it actually started in Europe, but it's
This
across
is a group.
Australia as well. Yeah, it's a run group. So everyone, it's a community-based free run group. Everyone wakes up at it kicks off at 8 a.m. Everyone runs 5 kilometers. It's always 5 kilometers. The tracks are different though. So I do the one in Parramatta, and it runs by the lake. It's the most beautiful views. The most
Damn.
track. And then we're running, there's heaps of stuff going on in the morning. There's this massive group of like hundreds, up to like 500 people running at a time. And then there's like cyclists coming that are like not within the run group, they're just on their own. There's people like walking about. There's people running that aren't a part of the run club and they're just running by themselves. So the traffic's crazy, but like the river's so beautiful. And then there's sometimes in the morning there's rowers. I don't know. I don't think they're dragon rowers
They're
specifically,
like,
but they're rowing. And then the guys like with the whistle like,
oh
he's
yeah.
like yelling stuff. And I'm like, wow. Like that's crazy to be up at 8 a.m. rowing.
True, they get up even like earlier. Like
They'd
that's
have to set
crazy.
their gear
But
out and stuff.
but totally, like I mean, we definitely find there's dragon boaters in Sydney. I could reconnect with some of the old fam. Yeah, they'd probably be able to like jump us in for a training session for fun anyway. So yeah,
Yo,
we could do that. We could definitely do that. We got to go for like I'll go for one of these runs. That'd be cool,
yeah, you want to
5K.
come
Or
to
we
Park
could
Run?
just do like yeah. I'll come to park run
Fuck yeah, let's
for
go.
real. Why not? Get me in
Let's
there. Get me in.
go.
What do you guys wear? Like special shirts for it or what?
Uh, you can. Well, technically, because I actually just completed my 50th park run the other week, I can get a 50 shirt.
Damn, with a big fat
So
zero on it.
yeah,
There's someone with like 200. It's like,
yeah. The same day that I was doing my 50, I think that they did their like 300th or something.
whoa, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Insane.
I ran here one day. I picked this like restaurant to run to that was like down south, and it was like, oh damn, how far was it? We can quickly check the map. It was long though. It was like a long ass run. I was like set. I was determined. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it.
The longest I've ever ran was 14 kilometers, which was City to Surf. I did that last year, and
Oh,
it
that's
went
great.
really well. I thought it would be a lot harder to run because I only ever ran 5 kilometers, and 14 felt like a really big jump.
Yeah, 14 is big from 5. What did you like? You just kept going, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't really. I basically ran the whole thing, and it actually, I think it's like very mental running. So if you focus on your breathing and if you just run, it's pretty. It's not
Yeah,
easy. But, yeah.
you kind of get in the rhythm. This was where I had run like two, which was like so 8.5 Ks from where I'm at, and then
8.5.
yeah,
Damn, you ran 8.5
and then ran back.
all in one. You didn't stop.
Yeah, or I stopped here. No, I did stop here. I actually like I got like it was like a burger joint. I was like, I'm gonna run here. I'm gonna get a burger, and then I'm gonna run back. And the burger was not worth it, but the journey was cool. The journey was definitely cool.
The journey, and that's all that matters.
That's all that really mattered. So it could have been anything else. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. But yeah, running for me, like I said, it's been something that's good. So we could definitely do that. We'll definitely do some Dragon Boat.
I'm so looking forward to that. I'm always trying to get people to come to Park Run.
We'll start. I mean, it's a cult, so we may as well. Let's just bring everyone else in it. Park Run cult.
And not bad cult to be a part of.
No, it's a healthy cult.
The health cult.
Everyone could run a little bit more. That's everyone's challenge for everyone that watches this episode. Okay, go for a run at some point this week.
Or a walk if you can't run.
You could walk. Walking is just as nice. Just get outside, really. Just kind of like take a moment with yourself, you know?
Or there's this quote by Declan McKenna, the indie artist. It does it. If you can't walk, run. Doesn't really make sense, but.
And if you can't run, crawl. Yeah.
Baby steps.
That's true. Baby steps. Exactly. All right. Baby steps, people. Little Pixie, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Zeek. This was so fun, and I feel very honored to be a guest on the show.
That's super. Since we last spoke.
Shout out to Skazoodle. Shout out to Since We Last Spoke. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to Easter.
Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to everybody.
Big J.
Big ups to Big J. Shout out Lil Pixie 2026. What it is. We're going to play us out right here.
Outro song. Commence.
For real. Spacey.
Go grab a belly.
If you grab a belly, I'm going to need to hunt you down. I'm just letting everybody know.
Go grab a belly. All right, well, we'll leave that until next time.
Since we last spoke, episode 12. Peace.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Ciao.
qui vous raconte une histoire d'amour intensive mais bizarre. Cette histoire, c'est la réalité,
Hey, well, if you're listening, I want to thank you for tuning into this episode. That was me, your host, Zeek the Kid, and little Pixie on episode 12. Really appreciate you for joining me on the beginning of this journey here. It means a lot. Like I said, this show eventually is going to be something that's more physical. Right now, we're podcasting online, and you can find us every Sunday. Thank you, Stunner Boy. Shout out Stunner Boy, holding it down in the chat. All right, chiming in and letting us know what's up. Really appreciate that as well. Shout out to Stunner Boy 682. Might want to consider getting that tattoo on your belly removed. But just going to let us play out with some drum and bass, which I've been listening to a lot recently. And once again, I'm your host, Zeek the Kid. This has been Since We Last Spoke with Lil Pixie. Big ups. Appreciate y'all.